Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Thursday episode of the Plant Based Morning Show. I am Doug Hay. I'm kicking it off today because Matt Berger, my fellow co-host, is unfortunately out sick today. He texted me last night to tell me he was not feeling well and would check in today. And unfortunately, he is out. So we don't have a real show today. I wanted to just hop on because I know that many people do wait around for us to join in on at 11 p.m. Eastern. I wanted to hop on and just kind of update you about the status of the show. That unfortunately we're not gonna be able to do it today. And also, I will hang out for a minute and take any questions or have any conversation if anybody does want to chime in and uh, kick off anything. But unfortunately, we're not gonna have a normal show today. We will hopefully be back tomorrow if Matt is feeling up to it. So instead, I will just use this time to promote the podcast. We record this every single day, every single weekday, and put it up on the podcast feed. You can find it in iTunes. You find it in Spotify. Pretty much anywhere you can get a podcast. Plant Based Morning Show. Rate the show. Leave us, like it, follow us, do all those things. And if you haven't yet joined the Discord, nomeadathlete.com/Discord, you can join us there. We've got people joining in on the YouTube asking what's going on. Matt is out sick today, so it is just me. Danielle asked if it was the new dog. Maybe he's out having some fun with the new dog and using sick as an excuse. That could definitely be the case. But unfortunately, he isn't doing too well. But if anyone does have something they want me to talk about, I'm happy to answer some questions or provide any updates. Last night we did not have a very healthy meal, but we made some mac and cheese. We made some Impossible chicken tenders or chicken nuggets of some sort. And I gotta say, it's been a minute since I've had the Impossible chicken nuggets, and they were very good. They are very, very good. Not something I would want to eat every day. Not something I would want my kids to eat every day. That's for sure. But and as a nice little treat, they're pretty good. And we are leaving this afternoon to go on a little trip. So tomorrow I'll be doing the show not from the office, assuming that Matt is back and available to do it. All right, so let me check in with some questions here. Matt's wife is here. Hi, Aaron. I hope Matt is doing all right. If you want to jump in live, you should do that. Aisha says, "What happened to the mushroom milk conversation?" That's a good question. I don't know. Matt puts together the show notes every day, and I'm not sure why it hasn't been included yet. I'll ping him on that to make sure it didn't get lost somewhere. Yeah, that's about all I got. Like, Discord has been popping, which is super fun. There's been lots of conversations around Vegas, around your favorite recipes, mushrooms, fitness stuff. I mean, really kind of anything you want to talk about that is plant-based, health related. You can do it in the Discord. We've got well over 100 people at this point jumping in there, so that's great. Drew Designs asks if I've ever had mushroom coffee. I heard it's really good. I have had mushroom coffee. It's been the instant kind, Four Sigmatic. And, I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I used it as kind of a late morning pick me up instead of my go-to cup of coffee. And I've taken it on some trips and things like that when I wouldn't have my coffee maker or quality coffee available to me. And I like it. I have nothing bad to say about it, that's for sure, but it's not necessarily my go-to. I really enjoy the process of making a cup of coffee. And I also just like a light roast. And typically these mushroom coffees are pretty heavy or dark roast. Mr. Jeffrey wants to know how my pull-ups are coming. Honestly, Mr. Jeffrey, I'm a little discouraged by it because I'm still doing the pull-ups every day. I'm still doing the workouts probably 3 times a day, or not workouts, but just kind of these go over to there and max out on the pull-ups. And I'm not seeing a ton of progress. So I want to know if I should do something a little bit more training wise, this or the continue down this slow and steady path, um, and see where I end up after the year, which I think, is really, it was Matt's fault for getting it in my head that I would see rapid results, that I'm not quite seeing. So maybe if I go back to my first mentality of just kind of slow and steady, being consistent every day, then that will pay off in the end. Because it really is. It was a year long goal. It was not a 1 week or 1 month goal that Matt had kind of put in my head. So um, he follows up saying, so my friend was saying that you were supposed to go to max, then start at the top and slowly lower yourself down. I have actually been doing that. That the past couple days, I've started doing that because, um, yeah, just it feels like that's something I'm missing. I'm just kind of like dropping down really quickly and probably missing out on that strength. So that's a great tip. Aisha wants to know: has anyone food processed tempeh with herbs like the Sojami brand? I really want to make it at home. I haven't food processed it, but we did the other night. We did crumbled tempeh, where you actually just took it with your hands and kind of crumbled it as pretty small and fine, and that was delicious. It was a great way to eat tempeh instead of having the strips, which I quite like. I put them on sandwiches all the time and do quite a lot with tempeh. But I thought that that was a really good. The crumbled way was a really tasty way, and then we kind of pan sauteed it or fried it, and so it got crispy and was just a really nice topping to that orzo dish that I talked about yesterday. Danielle says they're supporting exercises that can make the process faster with pull-ups. Yeah, I do need to probably do that as well. I've just been sticking with the pull-ups, but I think that is a wise move to kind of begin incorporating a little bit of that. But lots of um, encouragement to keep the slow and steady, not try to force anything. So that's good. Cassie says there's an outside podcast episode about the world record pull-upper. Maybe there are some training tips in there. Good tip. Mr. Jeffrey uses crumbled tempeh for a bolognese sauce. Sounds delicious. And Dale says she's still new to tempeh, so I need ideas. I'm working right now on something I'm about to hit send on about fermented foods and the benefits of fermented foods, and tempeh is certainly one of those. So I'm all about tempeh. Let's see what else is going on here. Well, if that's it, I think 10 minutes is probably good for a solo episode. I hope that everyone has a great day. I hope to see you all tomorrow. I hate missing the shows. I know Matt does as well. So hopefully he's feeling up for an episode tomorrow. Well, let's see. I got one more question here. Danielle asked what my favorite fermented foods are. Great question. I think, tempeh is certainly one of them. Kimchi, I really like kimchi. Sourdough bread, if that counts. Yeah, I think those are kind of my go-tos. Sauerkraut, I guess, during the summer, if you're kind of putting something cold on certain dishes, like that. How about you? What's everyone else's favorite fermented foods? Let's put it in the comments. While we're waiting on that, Aisha says, I'm trying to make tempeh and tofu a part of my life, but the taste has been slowing me down. I can get that. Both of them are one of those things that you really have to learn how to cook, right? Tofu, while my 2-year-old daughter will just chow down on tofu right out of the most begin to master or begin to understand how to cook it, how to dry it off, press it so that there's not as much moisture in there, which crisps it up and also allows it to absorb a lot more flavor. So I think, and then tempeh is the same way. It just has such a strong flavor, and it can dry out if you just kind of like toast it or something like that. So, um, both of them take a little practice, but once you figure it out, once I think you nail it, then I mean, you can make. They're just so versatile. Both of them are, and you can add them to so many different dishes. So let's see. We for favorite fermented foods. We got kombucha. We got tempeh, miso. Oh yeah, that's a great one. Miso, wine, says True Designs. Absolutely. Sauerkraut, soy sauce, kimchi. Lots of kimchi. Yeah, these are great. These are all great. Great things. So I'm gonna leave it at this. I'm gonna say I hope everyone has a great Thursday. And I will hopefully, or I'll see you tomorrow probably either way. I might jump in and do another one of these if Matt isn't available, but hopefully he'll be back. If not, I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, and I will see you in the Discord. I will be doing another hangout probably today, and I'll just kind of notify everybody in there going into the what do we call it? The sauna, no, the steam room to hang out with anyone who wants to talk. All right, talk to you guys later.